Hey everybody, welcome back to our coverage of the GAMA Trade Show 2018. We are in Reno, and I'm Z Garcia. I'm here with Tucker from CardLords, and he's going to be showing us an upcoming game. Before we get to that, though, I know you got a couple of games sitting over there that are already out, and you wanted to tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah. So Battle Goats was our first release. This was about 2 years ago now. Small box, but a lot of content. We designed it as a combination of a modern version of War and Memory. Took some classic games that people aren't too familiar with, brought them into a gaming world, gave every card complete unique abilities, made it asymmetric gameplay, and done really well with it. After that, we followed it up with Take the Gold, another family-friendly. These are very small box games, but they're designed to be fun, take with you, and we do them in a small, heavy, not a standard tuck box, but more like an Ultra Pro deck box for those of you that are familiar with those. But this is the Pirate's Flag, the one we're showing off today, and we're actually transitioning from our small box to a bit larger box this time. It's a little bit of a new take for us, but we again are trying to bridge that casual family game environment with something that gamers can play, so something that we can have fun with and still bring in our friends and family. Okay, so tell me what's going on in the game. How does this, what's the story and what are we trying to do? So the Pirate's Flag is a dice rolling, card playing, capture the flag adventure. Each player starts off the board. The objective is to be the first player to get the Pirate's Flag from the Dread Captain's ship over on this end and get it back out into the Dread Sea. Sounds pretty basic. It is a roll and move game, however, the card play is what makes the game unique. Every card in the game, just like we did with Battle Goats, is unique. So there's no two cards that are the same, so every gameplay is going to be different. Okay. When a player actually comes over and picks up the flag, only one player needs to get the flag because all the other players can then battle them for it. But you'll pick it up, put it into your ship, and then you're moving back through the Serpent's Pass all the way back out. One player will pick up the flag, everybody else is going to battle them for it. Battles happen pretty much throughout the map, and we kind of use a scaling excitement mechanism is what we call it. Okay. The beginning of the game is kind of slow building, getting your cards, figuring out the best way to do things with it, and then by the end of the game, you've got your cards cultivated, you're ready to go, and it kind of unleashes hell back and forth. All right, sounds good. So we are, so we do start here and work our way this way, and then one person works their way back, is that right? Yep. I see some arrows over here. Are these shortcuts just going this way? Correct. We found that the beginning of the game was a little bit too slow, so we added the shortcuts via waterfalls to come down them, but of course a waterfall you can't go back up it. Gotcha. Every time you pass one of the docks throughout the game, you're going to draw a card, and that's where you get the ability to start kind of cultivating your hand. There's a couple of trading posts that allow you to exchange cards, so you discard one to draw two, hitting certain locations as you kind of get through the board. Okay, and these spots affect combat? Yeah, so the hazards are actually for movement. So the idea was we wanted to give it a little bit of board presence, not make the board completely static, but there's cards that allow you to move other ships or modify people's rolls. So if you're really doing it well, and somebody's kind of heading this direction, if you can make them land on that spot, you'll actually cause them to go backwards another spot. So it kind of gives you ways to manipulate the board and manipulate other people's ships while taking care of the flag. Okay, cool. So let's run me through one sample turn here. Let's say the red player has the flag, they're there. I'm going to be yellow, of course. How close do I need to be to fight this person? So for battles take place when you stop your movement on the same space as another player. So let's say you've got a few cards in hand. Okay. These are completely random, not selected at all. And say it's my turn, you're the red player, I'm the yellow player. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and roll, but it wasn't quite enough. So what I might want to do there is I'll play There She Blows, which allows me to move 2 spaces towards the flag. In doing so, I rolled a 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my movement to put me on the same space as you. I can stop where you're at in order to battle. Then we're going to battle. So battles are 1 versus 1 die roll, high roll wins. Okay. So if you have any cards you want to play, you can play a card before the battle or after the battle. So can I do something like this? Choose a player, subtract 1 from their next roll? You can, so I've got -1 to my next roll. So you have a knot in your ropes. All right, and then each player would also have one of the captain abilities, or one of the captains. They could use their ability throughout the game. So this is my captain, Captain Tuck. His ability says once per game I can roll 2 dice instead of 1. Once I use his ability, I would flip it over. But in this case, we'll just go heads up. I've got the -1. You used it already. Yep. I'm going with you used it. Oh, that's not looking good for me. Oh, okay. So that -1 because of the card gave you the advantage there. Right. So because of that, you would retain the flag, and then it would be your turn. You get the option to run, to
roll, move,
Yep.
try to get it all the way out here and win the whole thing.
Yep, and then if I had other cards, so in that particular case, every card can be played on other players' turns unless they say on your turn.
Okay.
But basically, since I know you're going to have a chance to get ahead of me there, I can do choose any two players and both move 2 spaces in the direction they each choose. So if I play do what I tell ye, if there's another player on the board, I can choose them and me, giving me the ability to move a little bit and not move you, so I'm not getting that far behind.
Got it. Got it. Very cool. So it looks like we're up to 6 players here. Is that right?
Yep, we're running 3 to 6 players. We tried it with 2, just didn't feel like there was enough interaction because a lot of our game's based around player interaction.
Okay, excellent. So when is this coming out?
We're going to be launching on Kickstarter in April.
April, okay. Do you have a price you're shooting for already?
The Kickstarter is looking like it's going to be $29 with free shipping, at least US shipping. International is going to be about probably $10 is what we're looking at right now.
Okay.
See if we can get that down a little more. That's some of the meetings we've got scheduled here at GAMA hopefully help with that.
Okay, cool. Anything else you want to tell us about it?
That's the majority of it. Like I said, a lot of our games based on high quality artwork, and hope you can see that.
Yeah, great. So, oh, and here is a shot of a work in progress of the cover.
Yes.
I know you told me you're changing the font and the log, the logo, but that's kind of what it'll be at the end.
And we are doing 6 individual ships for the minis, 6 different colors. We're trying to make it as accessible as possible for families and casual gamers, but the flag does move very freely in between each ship.
Cool. All right. So there you go. That is the Pirates flag coming to Kickstarter. Keep an eye out for it. Thank you, Tucker. Good talking to you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks, for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.